Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if you have seen the video I did for the Turkish national anthem very, very recently, then there's a lot of the things I'll be discussing in that will be present in this as well, and vice versa. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm wanting to check out the Syrian national anthem is because we may remember that 5 weeks ago, both the nations of Turkey and Syria were devastated by a series of earthquakes. And even though it would appear as if the news has completely stopped talking about this event, it does not mean to say that it is completely stopped and things are returning to normal. It doesn't work quite like that, ladies and gentlemen. For what you must remember is that I was just old enough to remember the entirety of the Syrian civil war. And curiously enough, whenever it got to roughly about 2018, there seemed to be some strange attitude in the press where they seem to have almost grown rather tired and bored about talking about the war. I'm not entirely sure why. I don't know if it just it fell out of interest or people sort of thought it was coming to its end. But I don't think that's the full story, ladies and gentlemen. I personally don't believe that. I also don't believe for 1 second that all the accounts of the atrocities and the innocent lives lost can truly represent the sort of horrors that have happened in Syria over the last 12 years, let alone the earthquakes that happened only 5 weeks ago. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is just sort of my cause for saying we should, again, keep a good eye out for our brothers and sisters who have been hurt all across the world. And in this period of time, ladies and gentlemen, we may think that the events and the atrocities are over, but they are still ongoing, ladies and gentlemen, because thousands of people still face the problem of being homeless. Thousands of others are still facing the problem of the coming winter. And no doubt thousands or more are sadly no longer with us, killed before their time by a freak natural disaster. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please stand or rise to attention for the Syrian national anthem.
خفيف الأمان وخفق الفؤاد على علم ضم شمل البلاد فما فيه من كل عين سواد ومن دم كل شهيد مداد نفوس هداة ومال النشيد وروح الأضاحي رقيق عتيد نفوس
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Syria's national anthem. And it's again one of the fantastic parts you hear so often throughout these national anthems. You hear the proudness, the determination, the heroism, the glory of their land, how proud so many they are of their own land, which I find very, very encouraging, ladies and gentlemen. It is nothing to be ashamed of whatsoever, to be proud of your homeland and of where you come from. I strongly emphasize these sort of things because it's not necessarily absolutely what makes us who we are, but it's just it should be a good reflection of the sort of things we want to be. And in that spirit, ladies and gentlemen, let us once again remember about, if hopefully, what I imagine to be true, is that the people of Syria will not just stand idly by whilst in the last over 10 years, with all the destruction, the chaos, and even in the last 5 weeks following these natural disasters, that the Syrian people will never give up hope. And that they will not just stand idly by and just watch their beautiful country crumble into ruins. What needs to happen, ladies and gentlemen, I think in times like these, very similar to the very last sprite that left Pandora's box, this is when something should prevail for both the people of Syria and Turkey. It may be in a month, ladies and gentlemen, the springtime will begin. The coldness should start coming to an end, and the people of Syria and Turkey should have something more prosperous to look forward to, which hopefully with that, ladies and gentlemen, some level of normality, some level of peace can be restored, some level of change can happen to the lives that have been affected by these earthquakes. That is my encouraging thoughts at any rate. It might not come to much. In many ways, I thought the £50 that I donated to the appeal might not have come to anything. Like I said before, 5 weeks ago, if I could literally get on the next plane to Damascus or Istanbul and made my way all the way to the site of the disaster and helped out literally until my fingers started to bleed, you better believe I would have done it. It's just a matter of principle, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I think as well. Both national anthems seem to excrete in greatness, is that it should be without question what they should do. And similar with me, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like it's one of the things that I should just do without having to think about it. I'm actually quite good at that sort of thing, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll certainly have to make a very serious and conscious decision if anything like this should ever happen again. I hope it doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. But I think I should, ladies and gentlemen, make a conscious effort, because I'm pretty sure God does appreciate people making a conscious effort. Maybe there's that. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope to see all of you guys again in the next video. Thank you.